Hi, I'm Dr. Jackie Johnston, and I'm your instructor for Business Calculus, which is Math 1325. And this is a 5-week completely online course. It is very fast-paced. I suggest you start working day one and work some every day as you can. This is just a brief introduction. Always start in the orientation module. When you click on the orientation module, a lot of your questions will be answered here, so please read through this carefully. I cannot stress that enough. I get questions quite often, and the answer is in the orientation module. So when I get that email, I'll say, go to the orientation module and look under such and such folder. So please read this first, and then if you still have questions, don't hesitate to email me and ask. This is your schedule. And the weeks run from Monday to Sunday. So you'll see we start on the 15th, and the first week ends on the midnight Sunday night, the 21st. So you need to be working on the material and orientation. You have a syllabus quiz that you'll need to take in the orientation module. And start working on your sections. Your midterm will be scheduled for week 3. You will have a week where you can sit down and work on your midterm. You do have to complete it all at once. The midterm and final exams are proctored. That means you have to either take them at a NTCC's testing center or an approved testing center that must be approved prior by me. Or you may use Remote Proctor Now, which is an online proctor. However, I will send out more information as far as asking you what you will be using, so we can make sure you are good to go before your midterm. Do not wait until week 3 to decide whether you're going to use Remote Proctor or not. You want to make sure everything is working properly before you sit down to take your midterm. I suggest printing this schedule out, and that way you'll have it handy. So here's where you would take your syllabus acknowledgement agreement. Read the syllabus first, and then go through the questions here. You do have to complete this by the end of the first week in order to be considered present for the class. If you haven't completed this, you may be dropped from the course. And here you will notice you have your textbook is a free PDF textbook. You can download the whole textbook. You can download it by chapters here. And if you also may order, if you want a hard copy, hopefully you've already ordered it because it does take a little bit to get it from the lulu.com. You may be able to get it from the NTCC bookstore quicker if you want a hard copy. Your midterm and final exams must be proctored. If you're taking it at NTCC Testing Center or using Remote Proctor Now, you do not have to fill out the proctor form that's attached. However, if you're not going to be able to use NTCC's Testing Center and you're not going to use Remote Proctor Now, you must have this form filled out and back to me by the end of the first week. Your proctor must be approved. If it's a previous proctor, it just takes, I don't take as long to get them approved. Or if you've had a course with me and have had a proctor approved, you still need to turn this form in to me so I can still see you're still using the same proctor. Identity verification, you may have used this in another course. Go through this folder. It's a biometric signature ID. If you've already done this before, you don't have to do it again. However, if you've never done it before, go into this folder, follow the instructions, and make sure you get registered with the BioSig ID. Again, you want to do that by the end of the first week. A lot of other information. I'm not going to go through everything. If you have any questions, let me know. Check your email regularly. Check your Blackboard regularly. If you want to get back to the home page, if you click on the home page, this will take you back to the original page. Here's a place for you to ask questions. concerns, anything you want to ask. This is public to everybody in the course. I usually wait for 72 hours because I give your classmates a chance to answer your question. If you help a classmate, you may earn bonus points for that, and then I'll help as needed. Now, your instructional material and your MyOpenMath, which MyOpenMath is an online homework system, are located in this folder. It's broken down by chapters. Chapter 1 is optional. However, if your algebra skills are weak, you may want to go through Chapter 1 to brush up on all these particular topics. If you feel pretty good, you can start in Chapter 2. And each section, you're going to read the textbook pages, watch the video, and then complete the homework. And you'll do that for all the sections. So under the first 2.1, Chapter 2, you will have videos, and then you will have your MyOpenMath homework, which will be under this link. And I'll do a separate video as far as the MyOpenMath. And then I can either go back up here and go back, or you can always go over here and click on, and this will take you back to the instruction modules. And your midterm and final exams will be located in this folder. They must be proctored. There is a password that your proctor will enter for you. So don't email me and ask me for the password. It must be entered by an approved proctor. Remote proctor will also enter the password if you use remote proctor now. You will have discussion board assignments. There are two. There's a midterm and a final discussion form. Please make sure you finish these. You want to finish the midterm discussion that end of the third week, and then the final discussion, of course, you want to finish it before the last day of class. You will also have a Dropbox assignment that I will go into more detail later. It will be a one assignment where you will actually work out and show your work on a particular questions, and you will upload it as a one-word or a PDF document. Please do not upload JPEG files or separate documents. It just takes too long to open, and sometimes my computer will not open them, or for some reason it won't allow them. Also, here is a free TI-83, works well on PCs, does not work with MacBooks. I have not found anyone that can use it under MacBook. However, there is this GraphingCalc 83. It is a small cost. It is an app that you can use on an iPad or iPhones. I don't believe it works on MacBooks. If you find a good MacBook graphing calculator, please let me know. I'd be happy to share it with everyone else. Also on your exams, you're allowed to use your calculator, your textbook, and notes. So take good notes. And if you use the calculator on your phone, the only issue with that, a lot of the testing centers do not allow phones, period. So you need to keep that in mind. NTCC does have TI-83s and 84s available. Just make sure that if someone else is using them, I believe they only have 2 or 3 of those. So you need to make sure you're there when somebody else is not using them also. But if you have it on your laptop, you're welcome to use that on your exam. I will message you the NTCC email. Blackboard Messages is a good way to contact me also. I will reply back to email within 24 hours, or if you don't receive a reply within 24 hours, I did not get your message. So please try again. If you have any questions, again, this was pretty quick, but read through everything thoroughly. I may be adding a few things here and there, so you may see a few changes. And again, having questions, let me know. I look forward to working with you this semester.